broken and no animal emerged. As the sun broke over the frigid waters of Lake Van, my team and I were soaked to the bone and chilled to the core. We headed back to terra firma and warmed up on a flight back to Los Angeles where we would analyze our findings. Analysis of our thermal image appeared to show something in excess of 20 feet in length in the water. We scoured every frame of our underwater footage for a more definitive view, and in the end found that, though something appeared to move in front of our lens, we didn't have a clear enough picture to confirm its identity. These close encounters stood in sharp contrast to the hard facts that the lake is biologically fairly sparse, and that logic dictates that a large creature would have trouble surviving here.
What the is that? What is that? Go, 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 go!
But since my entire team heard splashing and since my boat was bumped by something, we wanted to explore every avenue. We therefore took the original Van Lake footage to Dr. Scott Cooper, a marine biologist at the University of Santa Barbara, for additional scrutiny.
The first thing we want to show you, Scott, is the amateur footage that sparked this whole story. So let's take a look at that.
Yeah, one of my concerns is that this looks like it's just something rigid, maybe being towed from right to left. They don't pan to the left, so you can't see if there's something out in front of it.
And then we get to this other bit of footage.
It doesn't look like anything I know of. And if you look at the breathing, there's no breathing in and out, inhaling, exhaling. It's just continuous bubbles, as if there may be an air hose or something.
I mean, I will say this for it, at least in this clip, that looks biological to me. Is there any possibility that we're looking at something biological here?
The only piece that puzzles me is the skin. You know, I don't know what that is. It looks leathery, it looks like tough skin, but the other parts of it doesn't look credible to me.
Your gut instinct tells you that we're probably looking at a hoax here.
It does, yeah.
Having spent a few days at the lake, we had our own encounter where we saw something at the surface of the water. You know, you can see a series of either interconnected or individual black objects bobbing at the surface, but is there a possibility, do you think, that there could be some large unidentified animal living in Lake Van?
One reason it's unlikely is that this is a very salty lake, and there's only one native fish species in this lake, the derrick, and they only get up to a maximum length of about 8 inches.
So what do you think maybe is going on here?
There could be a whole variety of phenomena that give the appearance of a monster. One is methane produced from bottom sediments that bubble to the surface in a line. It could be schools of fish. Derrick occur in schools. For
me, the one thing that this story really has going for it is a lot of eyewitness reports. Do you think we can leave the door open at all to this story, or do you think that there's nothing going on here?
Scientists walk a tightrope. On one hand, we don't want to say absolutely there's nothing there because we may be proved wrong. On the other hand, we can only interpret what we see, and from what I've seen, there are probably alternative explanations, but the bottom line is, with a lake this big, there's always possibilities that there's something there we don't know about.
Though it was Dr. Cooper's opinion that the original Van Lake footage may well be a hoax, we still have to contend with the fact that hundreds of local eyewitnesses have come forward with their own sightings. Our trip to the icy waters of Van raised as many questions as it answered. The creature in the lake has been called many things: a myth, a hoax, and as of late, a monster. But with such an immense and impenetrable body of water to investigate, it can most certainly be called one thing: a mystery.